Mr. Mayor, members of the Township Committee, Mr. Quinn, Mrs. Emilio, Mr. Mills, and ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. One of the responsibilities of the Township Committee is succession planning, making sure that we train and groom employees for increasing responsibility and perhaps management position. I believe that succession planning should also apply to the Township Committee. Given the current makeup of the committee, I believe this township is in excellent hands. It is with this in mind that I respectfully submit my resignation from the Morris Township Committee, effective at the end of this meeting. The greatest honor that I have ever received is that of being elected to represent and serve Morris Township. It has been my great pleasure to do so now for 19 years. It's a whole lot harder than I expected it to be. I apologize. That's not to say that it's all been smooth sailing. We have dealt with some contentious land use issues, including proposed developments at Del Barton and Honeywell. These projects were resolved very differently, but both outcomes served the very best long-term interests of Morris Township. Not only did we survive 3 major storms in 2 years, but I think many would agree that we're a better and stronger community as a result. I will never forget the small plane crash on 287, where a family perished, or the extremely difficult process and painful impacts of our first ever layoffs. Ironically, some of the most frustrating things that come before the committee are differences between neighbors. These are difficult to resolve because we can't legislate courtesy or common sense, both of which are really necessary to resolve those issues. Fortunately, we've had many achievements over the years. These are shared successes because they are always the result of a team effort. Some have been initiated by this committee, but often they come from our employees, our volunteers, or the public. Our most enduring accomplishment, in my mind, is maintaining the financial health of this township. We inherited a conservative fiscal strategy from our predecessors, and it serves us very well. We have maintained it over time, and it is our obligation to do the same for future generations. I'm confident that this committee and its successors will continue to do so. I don't think this committee is at risk of going out of business because there's still much work to be done. Some of the challenges are outside of our control, such as COA obligations and the future costs of health benefits. Fortunately, we have more influence other issues such as maintaining our infrastructure, updating sewer service agreements, and yes, succession planning. I have many people to thank, and I won't be able to name them all. And I'm going to go in reverse order for a change. And first I'm going to thank both of my wives, Cindy and Gail. It is and was their love, support, and patience that has allowed me to serve our community. I want to thank the members of the Township Committee, both past and present. I think the public realizes that the committee has to look at the big picture when we evaluate the impact of projects and situations in our community. Our different backgrounds and different experiences allow us to bring varying approaches to an issue and come up with the best possible outcome for the township. It has been a pleasure to be a part of this team. I must thank all of the township employees and volunteers, also past and present. I have learned from each of you, and I am grateful for all of your efforts. We challenge you in many ways, from budget issues to asking how you will serve our customers in the decades ahead. You have always responded professionally, and you make Morris Township a wonderful place to live and to work. Of course, I have to thank the public. You have entrusted me with this position, and I have always done what I believe is in the best long-term interests of Morris Township. Thank you for your support and confidence over the years. Morris Township is a very special community. This despite those who would try to or benefit by dividing us. Many of us still care for and look out for our friends and neighbors. I hope that this never fades, because in today's world, it's what makes us unique. I am grateful for all of the people that I have worked with over the years and the many lasting relationships that have formed. I think you can tell I will miss the township and the people. In the humble words of Red Skelton, good night, and may God bless. Thank you.